Hi, everyone. Um, okay, so this is my first live session, so I'm just gonna wait until everyone get on. And I'm basically gonna just talk about twin flames, and if anybody has any questions, I'm going to. Keisha, Keish, thanks for joining. Please like the video. Do you have any questions about your soulmate or your twin flame? What that sense? I don't understand. Um, I have some frankincense smoking in the background. Didn't know you could smell through the computer. So, do you have any questions or anybody you want me to tune into for you? Okay. Actually, doing this off my computer is pretty good. It's okay. So are you saying you don't have any questions about there's no question. So anything that you would like to talk about, or if it's a soulmate or a twin flame that you want to talk about, we can talk about them. If you have any questions about how they feel or what's going on in your connection, things that you can do um, to bring yourself into, well, if you met them, you're already in union, but to bring them closer to you so you're physically with the person. So a twin flame is basically your you in another body. So I say that in the sense of someone that you it's I can't even say it's someone, it's an energy, it's a energy that resonates within you, but it's inside of someone else. So it's not like so people try to make like twin flames as like us, it basically it's you in someone else's body, basically is what a twin flame is. So you connect to this person on a completely different frequency than you would normally connect with a normal person or another person, like someone that's in your soul group or your soul tribe or something of that sort. Hello. Hi, Glossy. Will you always be an escort? No, you won't always be an escort. I think wait, but you enjoy being an escort. But I think you're gonna meet someone who's gonna completely change your view on sex, right? And money. And when you meet this person, it's gonna be an older gentleman, looks like an older European gentleman who's going to completely change your view on sex and money. And you will start to be able to connect sex and love because right now there's a disconnect between um, you physically giving your body to someone and you spiritually giving your body to someone. Um, it's okay. I mean, it's you're on this journey for a reason. So if you've tuned into this channel for one, then that means that something has already triggered or something triggered within you to move you forward or move you towards this journey, which means that you'll probably get readings from people and you'll probably get random readings from people, or you might even resonate with some tarot readings on YouTube, or depending on your location in the world, they could have different events, spiritual events that you can go to and that'll help bring more enlightenment to you. Hi, the real sunshine. Keish, can you have a twin flame with a dog? Do you mean like the other person has a dog, or are you saying can a dog be your twin flame? Well, well, your twin flame, like another physical person. Remember, the person has to be on your same frequency, which means they have to incarnate in the same essence of your incarnation, which means if you're a person, then that person, that the other flame, the other aspect of you has to be a person. You can have soulmates that are dogs, but keep in mind, like, we've all experienced different lifetimes and different existences, which means that if you have a strong connection with your dog could be a part of your soul group. They may not be in the physical aspect or the human aspect, but they're in the dog aspect of their reality. Oh, um, glossy, yeah. So yeah, you will, if you haven't already, because if you it it makes sense if you have already, which is triggering your state of enlightenment, which is triggering you to move on along this journey. And most of the time, unconditional love triggers us. It triggers us to move unconditionally, which means triggers us to move within our spirit, the things that our spirit desire, the things that our spirit needs. The real sunshine, yeah, sure. Ask away. Can I ask, will Jay and I eventually? Is Jay? You may not like this, but Jay is more of a soulmate, and so Jay is a soulmate. So the best thing you can do with Jay is to release him. If you want to have a relationship with him, you can, but you'll be settling. You'll be settling because the experience with Jay was to allow you to be okay with letting things go. Or first, it was to rejuvenate your belief in love, and then for you to truly love that person is to allow them to move in their own journey, to move away from that person. And once you release Jay, then the true person will come in, and they'll be similar to Jay, but they won't be Jay. They'll come with they won't be disconnected. Jay's disconnected. They'll be able to connect to you on an emotional level. And that's something Jay isn't able to do right now, even though you want him to, but he's not able to do that right now. Well, Jay and I, okay. Yes, there is a client who I have a strong connection to. He no longer wants sex, but I just want to talk. He's like my company ex. Well, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. But remember, take take this situation as take it live in the moment of this situation. So whoever company X is, or whoever this client is that you're drawn to, that wants to build basically a connection with you outside of a sexual connection, take that, enjoy it in the moment, and don't doubt yourself, don't doubt who you are, because no matter what your past is, you deserve your future. You deserve the divinity that is your future. Okay? The real sunshine, yes, they have the same birth month. Okay, did I miss something? The real sunshine, what do you mean they have the same birth month? So you've met the other person already? Is that what you're saying? Okay, good. And the good thing about that, having another guy that likes you, is pivotal because they want you. It's not you chasing them. Not saying the feminine can't chase the masculine. It's just the feminine is a divine energy that sits back and watch everything manifest around her because she's a manifester. And the masculine energy has goes out and they chase and they hunt and they go off after the things that they want. And if you are the person that they want, they'll come after you and you'll enjoy the aspect of it. Now, do not take them for granted. That's one thing. Don't take it for granted that they like you or they're attracted to you. Always be humble and thankful in your knowing that you have this experience. Good, good. Value that. Cherish it. Live in the moment. Always live in the moment. Don't try to overanalyze what's going on. Don't try to overanalyze anything. Just try to enjoy the moment, enjoy the energy that you all share, and try to build on that. I'm glad I'm able to help. Do you have any other questions about finances? Okay, Keish, take your time. Hi, Shay Shay. Yes, you can ask about finances. So, um, are you between jobs or are you looking for a new job? The third the third job you go after will be the job. Not this month. So what I'm seeing is threes, right? So either it's going to be in 3 months, 3 weeks. Well, it can be 3 weeks because 3 weeks would still be this month, but or the third job. So the thing that I can say to you is, hold up, wait. Are you in like retail or something? Are you in retail? Are you like you do it's not corporate. You're not in corporate America. Um okay, okay. Is it in like design or fashion design? Are you good in designing things like with your hands and like I want to say art or even like clothing or something like that? Yeah. So why are you looking for a job? You are your own job. You if you focused on your own art, your own gift, you'll manifest wealth quicker than you be able to go and find a job. But don't focus on the finance, focus on well, that's not what you need. You need to manifest. You need to manifest the money. Um there are plenty of books that teach you how to manifest money. Remember, money is a frequency. It's a fiat, a frequency that you have to vibrate on to attract that to you. So it's you don't need a job to receive money. There are a few books that you can get. Let me get this book for you. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. First, let me say any manifestation starts within the mind. And in the mind, what I mean is the ethers. So the more the more you, not the more, what you focus on, you shall receive. Okay. So if you say, I need, or not I need, but what's the best term to use to help her? Write it down. Oh, holy crap. So you write down the things that you need, right? So write down an amount that you need and bury it. Huh, that's interesting. Write down the right. Okay. Now, as you write, you're writing down those affirmations. Also write down the things that you need and want in your life. Do this on a new moon, which means it's dark outside. Okay, there's no moon, you can't see the moon at all. Do this on a new moon and go ahead and bury it. Pray over it, put your energy and your intent in it, and bury it outside your door. Bury it in a plant in your home so it can manifest by the full moon. Now these are the two books. So this book, and I'm this is not like a paid advertisement or anything like that, okay? So this is one book, which is Magical Cash Flow. It looks backwards, so I guess it'll look forward to you. And this one is called Magical Riches. And the author of the books are Damon Brand. These I've seen, I've worked with, I I want to say it took no time for money to start manifesting. Not only because I'm an earth sign, it's because I believe that everything should be free. And if everything should be free, that means any of my desires should manifest. And I don't have to worry about the money because the money will manifest to pay or for my desires. Okay, so hold on. I agree. I wrote a lot of information. Okay. Okay, awesome, awesome. And let me know how that goes. Let me know because I'm excited about it. Hi, ET. So, have you met ET? Have you met this person? Have you physically met this person? Okay, so you might not like what I'm about to say, but you asked, and I'm gonna give you the answer that I'm receiving. Okay, you haven't fully embraced who you are, so you haven't fully stepped into your own divinity, which means that you're still doing things on a secular level, which means you're not you for if you're on the twin flame journey, that means you're a divine feminine or a divine masculine, not putting a gender on it, but it's saying that you understand alchemy, you understand the universe, you understand, well, not really understand frequency, right? But if you haven't been in union and it's been 13 years, that means that you're too focused on the outside of who you are and not focused on the inside of who you are, which means Have you do you know who you are? Do you know about your past lives? Do you know about um have you healed childhood issues? Um what else? Do you work for someone? Like, what's your main drive in life? And if your main drive in life isn't about your soul development, that's why you haven't come into union. And is he married? Who's married? Who's married? Hello? ET? Who's married though? Are you married or is that person married? And when I say married, married could be committed to someone else and not really committed to the connection that you have. Yeah, yeah. So this so are you familiar with fasting, like doing water fast? Like, are you familiar with fasting? This is what I would tell you to do. Or if I were you, this is what I would do. I would go on a 3-day fast and meditation and to figure out, is this someone? Okay, perfect, perfect. I would go on a 3-day fast of fasting and meditation, right? But my meditation would be specific, which means it'll be, who is George to me? Ronald. Who is Ronald to me? Who is Ronald to me? And I'll make sure that I'm paying attention and I'm making sure that I'm paying attention to the pictures and the thoughts that are coming up in my mind. And in your mind, if your spirit guides, your higher self, or whatever you believe, is telling you, listen, they not. It's not going to be well. It may be words. I don't know, but the vision and the sound that you hear in your mind is going to tell you exactly who this person is. And sometimes these people can be soulmates. Soulmates is in so close to, like, you're in your soul group, which means they incarnated around this in the same time that you incarnated, and you're divinely connected, i.e., because we're all connected. And this, because they're in your soul group, they're a great fit for you. And they help with your soul development. They do. And that's what links us to those other people. But for you to definitively know that that's your twin flame, you got to start focusing on you. Because you focusing on yourself, because i.e. they are you, that's why they're your twin flame, will help you become enlightened, will help them become enlightened. And if he is your twin flame, he'll come right to you. No hesitation. None at all. Once you start focusing on you, once you know who you are and start walking into your divinity, then you'll be fine. Like, you should hold up, wait. You have gifts as well. You are like, yeah, you could do tarot readings, but I don't want to focus on doing tarot readings. This is more like a herbalist. Like, it's like I see you like picking like different herbs, drying the herbs, because these are dry herbs that you're picking, and you're putting them together, and you're making oils, you're doing healing work, you're doing, well, you are, that means you're a twin flame. That makes sense. Okay, Focus on your journey. Focus on your soul development. And your twin flame, it fits that guy, he'll come right to you. Right to you. But he'll also leave if you start focusing more on him and not on you. Because remember, the twin flame journey is one soul in two bodies, which means that the more you focus on this soul, you're focusing on that one as well. Does that make sense? Did that help you at all, ET? Okay. Well, I'll just wait until they respond. ET responds. Okay, so Glossy Escort. I have another question. Okay. No one in my life knows. It's your life. You don't have to tell you don't have to tell anybody anything. Like what benefit would it be for them to know? It's your life, it's your journey. You live your journey the way that you feel that you should live your journey. And obviously, it's a destined journey because you're meeting people that are a part of your soul tribe or your soul group. So I don't think you should tell anybody. I wouldn't even it wouldn't matter if I was in your situation. I don't think I need to justify my situation for with anybody. I just need to justify it within myself. Now, if your real question is that you feel guilty about what you do because it's outside of how you were raised or your normal cultural beliefs, then I say then you fix that within you. It's not for anybody else to justify. Okay. Okay, so hold on. Okay. Okay. Shay Shay, what is Jarco's? I'm sorry, I'm probably screwed that name up. Energy towards me right now. Oh, Shay Shay, he loves you. It feels so good. Like it's almost like peace, if that makes sense. Are you mean to him? Were you mean to him or are you mean to him? Or is it your negative thought patterns towards him? Shay Shay. Okay. Are you sure? Or is it a negative thought pattern? Yeah, but it, okay. That was a part of his life path. And we like to, we can't control what other people do. And we can, but how beneficial is it for our soul development if we get upset because somebody else decides that they want to do something? Now, at what point are we going to be in control of our own feelings and our own emotions? Because if if that person, whatever that person did, affected you negatively, they're in control of your emotions and your feelings. He's a past. I'm like, I'm not mean. He did wrong in the past, and he hurt me. Right, I'm sure. And but you're upset still. Has he reached out? Like you're upset still. And if you want this person, you have to release that because everybody has a journey. Everybody has a past. Hi, Emot. Like everybody has a journey. Everybody has a past. So you have to be open to. You have to understand that. So either you love them unconditionally or you don't. It's just that simple. So loving them unconditionally means that there's no deal breakers. That means that I'm fully responsible for my emotions and my feelings and how I react to you. And I know that sounds like so selfish, but it's not because you have to focus on yourself so you can receive the most divine things in your life. Because the more you focus on everybody else, those things that they do imprint on who you are. It imprints on your soul. So it prevents you from moving forward in the ways that you need to. Like what if he was somebody who was there to just to show you love, but also to show you how to forgive? What if he was there to open your heart up to unconditional love by hurting you? I know that sounds like so contradictory. Like, how could you hurt me if you love me? The same reason why our parents may have whooped us when they loved us, because he may not have consciously known what he was doing for your soul development, but subconsciously he knew what he was doing for your soul development, which is why we're here now. So maybe the point is forgiveness, because you still care, which means there's still something that's unfinished. See, you focused on the wrong thing. You can't focus on what he has, because what he has isn't has nothing to do with you. What he has is what he has, but how you feel and your emotions are justified. And I'm just going to be honest, the feelings that you have is not like he doesn't. Because if you feel something that's connected to someone, and if you've been intimate with them and you had their juices and they didn't have your juices, then you're connected to that person, which means a feeling that resonates within you is resonating within them as well. And sometimes it's not, sometimes you don't reach out physically. And as a divine feminine, you have to use the ethers, you have to use telepathy, you have to use your energy to reach out to that person and draw them to you. Not saying you trying to interrupt somebody else's relationship. It's not that. It's that you can't focus on everything else that's outside of you, but you can focus on healing you. And the best way to heal you is to channel that energy and find out why you're still hurt and why you're still drawn to this person. Well, make sure in starting your self love journey that it still opens up your heart. Don't close your heart because you were hurt and was triggered to start this self love journey. In this self love journey, the best thing that you can do is open your heart. Okay. Now, let me go back to ET. Okay. I understand a lot of you saying. Okay. Awesome. I'm glad. That's good. Getting high. I'm sorry. Okay, smoking weed is good. It's good if that's what you like. I mean, sometimes it's better. You don't want to burn it because it affects your lungs. Of course, you don't want to change the properties of the cannabis. Because anyway, that's another story. Okay, of course I understand. So, could I reach out to him? Should I reach? Not physically. Do not. I wouldn't reach out to him physically. But what I would do, because I'm sure you got a picture of him in your phone, I would get a picture and I would look at him with intent. I would close my eyes and say, whatever his name is, I forgot. Is it okay to talk to you? And you'll hear an instant yes or an instant no. If you hear yes, speak your piece. But don't speak your piece in a way that it's a whole paragraph and it's drawn out, yada, yada, yada. If it was me, I would say, um, is it okay for me to talk to you? And when you hear yes or no, I would say, call me, or I love you, or whatever you want to say, but make it short, simple, and to the point so it'll hit him like this, and then he'll be reaching out to you shortly. Don't worry. But you have to connect. Go reconnect in the ethers and send that message to him, because we're all connected. We're all connected. Okay. So I understand doing the most for myself affects my twin positively. What if there is darkness being directed towards the union, though? There's always darkness towards the union. Remember, this is the most divine union. So, with that being said, and you being a hold up, are you a divine feminine or a divine masculine? Whichever one, a divine being. That's why understanding alchemy, understanding um, understanding spirituality is so essential. You know it because this is a part. Oh, divine feminine, you're the creator. You're a manifester, so it's actually your duty to protect the union. But let me hold up. Let me come back. Okay, hold on. If he understands as well, you can work together to protect the union. So are you asking me for like a protection spell? Like what are you asking me so I can make sure I'm answering your question? And can everyone like the video, please? I mean, if you like what I'm saying and you resonate, if what I'm saying resonates with you. Thank you. Thank you. The real sunshine. So, ET, like, what are you asking me? Are you asking for like, okay, just to read into the part? Well, so the negativity is coming to help you develop, as a divine feminine. And I know some people be like, oh, the karmic this and people are doing this, people are doing that. But the truth is negativity comes in this union to help you develop as a divine feminine and a divine masculine. When something is affecting your household, it's like you have to protect your household. And the best way to do that is to learn about it, grow within it. Remember, really, because you're a divine feminine, which means this is something that you've encountered in the past or in a past life that you just have to remember this lifetime. So now you just have to wake up and say, hey, this is what I need to do. Like it's negativity comes in to help you evolve because you have to learn to protect yourself, and learning and protecting yourself, that comes with learning spirituality, it comes with learning alchemy, it comes with understanding the connection, the yin and yang connection of the masculine and the feminine energies. Just to read into it. Okay. So let me know if that is is what you mean. Now keep in mind that it'll come no matter what. Like even as you elevate, but when you elevate and you build that circle around, that bubble around you all, and that bubble extends through the universe, and you'll learn this along your journey. And I know I may be using terms that, cloak. So some people cloak, right? But the cloak is something that's a more intimate thing, which means it's in your inner body, in your inner frequency, around the body. But once you start to develop as a divine feminine, you will learn to create a bubble that extends beyond universes. So it doesn't matter what anybody does or what anybody tries to do, they're not going to be able to affect your union. They're not going to be able to affect anybody that you set inside of that bubble at all, period. So it's about spiritual growth. It's about your soul growth as a divine feminine. And both of you, if you all are coming together, then you all can actually come together and create. Oh, remember on Charmed, and Charmed was like the power of three? Oh, that's different. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly. I thought you were talking about like negative energy. Okay, affected the most recently. He hold up. It's as soon as we get close. Boom. Yeah, that's true. But the way to get over it, so okay, I'm gonna get a little personal. Do you were you abandoned as a child? Like, did your father leave, or your father wasn't as caring and loving as he should have been? If so, that's what's going on. So you have to go and heal that relationship. I'm not saying go to your father and say, "Oh, dad, this hurt me," yada yada yada. No. Go into meditation and ask yourself, how do I heal this? How do I heal this so I'm not afraid of someone leaving me? Because that's what's really going on. He loves you unconditionally, but in your past, people who have said that they love you or who expressed that they loved you, maybe not even verbally, but physically, have left. And now you're afraid that you love someone so much that they may leave. So you have to go inside yourself, go meditate and say, hey, why am I so afraid of this man leaving me when I know he cares? Yeah, but is he, if you all are mirroring each other, the same thing applies. The same thing applies. It doesn't change. The same thing applies. And you can heal that as well. You can heal that, but you have to focus on your fear of connection. When he leaves, if you're healed, when he leaves, allow him to leave. And you focus on you because he'll be back. Where he gonna go? Y'all connected. So if he leaves, he'll come back. Let him go. Let him do the things that he needs to do. Let him focus on the things that he needs to focus on. He'll be back. But you have to allow him that freedom too. And you can't be afraid that he's going to leave you. Because that's what it sounds like to me. And I could be wrong. But it sounds like you are also afraid of him leaving. Thank you, Nara. Does anyone else have any questions? Or should you give Sam a chance with you? I don't know why I'm getting like mixed. I'm getting a mixed answer, right? So part of me says give give Sam a chance as a friend. Don't try to make it like a full-blown relationship. Take little by little, like ration it out. Because Sam might want more than what you're ready for. And you don't want to feel rushed. Like you're the type of person that you don't want to feel like you were made to do something or somebody's trying to make you do something. That's not what you want. You want something where you feel like it's your choice. So what I'm saying to you is take your time. Take your time and move at your own pace, which means you have to set boundaries as well. So don't just do everything that you're not gonna do that. That's funny. But move at your own pace and don't allow him to fully dictate the relationship. Respect him as a man or as a masculine, but don't allow him to dictate who you are. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Hold on, smooth the fast. Can I ask you a question? Okay. Wait, can I? Yes, Shay Shay, you can ask something. Um, I'm reading down the list so I can make sure I get everybody. Hold on. Uh, Um, for Naira, you don't even have to you don't have to reach out to him physically. If he's your twin, he's you, which means that you can connect with him, period. He's within you, which means you can feel him, you can touch him. What you're feeling, if this is your twin and it's not like a soulmate or anything, what you're feeling is what how he feels. And the more intense, that means the more people, both of you are putting the same energy out there, which means you're missing each other like tragically crazy, but you have all these other things that you haven't fully worked out to allow you to come into union with that person. Not come into union because you're already in union, of course, because you've met them, but for you to come into physical contact with that person, right? So if you are missing him, sit down, do a meditation, do a meditation, or go focus on something you love to do. Go focus on something you love to do so that energy, what is it called? Atrophy or quantum entanglement? No, it has to be atrophy, which means you're going to transfer the energy from you to him, which is going to make it so as intense as it is to you, it's going to push over to them and then it's going to pull them towards you. That's atrophy. Okay. Yeah, the your twin will trigger that. Like it's most of the times what people don't understand, and people be like, I wouldn't want somebody like me. Like, I don't want to date me, but they're gonna trigger you. They're gonna trigger you, and it's gonna be a triggered a recombustion where you go psh, and you go your separate ways. But you'll always come back to each other. But you have to have that belief. There has to be a core belief within you, which will allow them to come back. Because if you don't have that core belief, then you have fear, you have doubt, and that's what'll drive them away or keep the separation going. Okay. Okay. Good thing, Sunshine. What already? Look at him. Okay. 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 Did he message me yesterday? And then when I responded, oh, honey, he probably looked at it. He probably took the red messages off. He reached out to you because he needed to tune into your energy because he does not know that he can just tune into your energy etherically. So he sent you the text message. When you respond, he realized he still got your attention. You still put energy into him. So you gave him his fix. It's like saying, um, I like to drink and I just need a little sip. And now he got his little sip, so now he good. But it won't most unions that are really, really close, not unions, why I keep saying unions, but most connections that are really, really close in their twin flame, you normally can't go. Like it's so difficult to go 7 days, even 3 days without being in that person's energy. So next time, don't respond. Give him time to miss you because he'll come around. He has to because you his fix. You are him as you is he. If that's your twin. Okay. Okay, good, sunshine. That's and boundaries are important, and men love that anyway. Okay, so Nara. Okay, so I've studied etymology. So my spelling of words aren't going to be the real spelling of words because ultimately the original alphabet was just letters with no it was just characters without vowels. So I'm not going to spell it wrong, but I mean spell it right. Autrophy. Atrophy. Oh no, that's not right. What does this mean? That's not how you spell it right. But I'll figure it out and I'll put it in the description box below. But it is a law of energy, but I can't remember how to spell it. Okay. So what's next? Sorry, Nara. It was on Snapchat. Oh man. Oh, so it was a picture. So he went on. So, okay, here's the trick with pictures. So, as a divine feminine, you have to learn how to disconnect from pictures, from audio, from different things because it holds your energy, it holds your vibration. So, you have to learn how to disconnect. And if you don't, then it gives them access to who you are. So, that's probably what was going on. He was missing you and he needed that hit, basically. Your last message at 9:44. 9:44. How do I see the times on here? I'm not really. I don't know how to. Can you, Et? Can you just repost it in the chat? Because I'm not. This is my first live chat. I don't know how to do all that extra stuff. I bet you want to hit him. Now let me stop. But just be patient and Oh, that was negative. I didn't take it as being negative. I took it as a hit. But in all honesty, next time, yeah, it's like hold out on his so he don't get his fix. Hold out on his juice so he don't get his fix. So he would have to reach out to you. uh thank you, Sunshine. I appreciate that. I really do. Okay. I don't even know how to see the times. How do you see the times? Okay, so oh wow, it's been almost an hour and I am tired. Okay. Does anybody else have any questions or want to talk about anything? And it doesn't, I mean, it could be anything as it relates to the journey. Maybe even if it's how to meditate or how to how to anything about spirituality, um anything. I'm open. Oh, okay. Yeah. You have to, ET. This is you. It says, I acted out of fear because of all the separations. They hurt me a lot. I've been stop internalizing. Come to a realization that it's not a separation. You may be separated in the 3D, but 5D etherically, you are in union. So you have to know that. That has to turn into a core belief for you. Say, I know that it's like saying, I don't know if you have children, but it's like if my son is upset with me, I'm not going to take it personal. I'm going to let him be upset and he'll come back when he's ready to talk. You have to take that same stance with your twin because their path, even though their path is leading you to is similar and leading you all to together, they still got their issues, childhood issues, adult issues that they have to figure out that have nothing to do with you. The only thing that you can do is ensure that you work on your soul development. So, what I would say to that is just focus on you can do like affirmations at night before you go to sleep, before you hit theta mode. And theta mode is when you're like almost about to fall asleep, but you're not falling asleep, right? You say in your mind, like, I'm a magnet to my twin flame. Um, we have a wonderful relationship, a happy relationship, a loving relationship. We laugh together, we travel together, we enjoy each other. Say all this stuff in your mind. So when you go to sleep, that's exactly what you do. And anything that you can think of, remember in your mind, anything that you program in that subconscious mind is going to manifest into your physical reality. But the best thing that I've learned is focus on your soul growth, your soul development, and that will bring that person. It'll bring them quicker than a like that. It'll be like they'll call you, they'll text, they'll reach out to you like nothing ever happened, and it'll be like they don't even remember what happened. They just knew that, oh, I've been such and such. Let me go get them because they'll heal because you healed. Does that make sense? How can call her name? So you basically, well, you can. I'm not sure what super chat is, but um, you can you can completely. I deserve everything because it's been so long. Well, do those affirmations either before you go right to sleep or in the mornings when you just waking up. I do them all the time, except I use guided. Not guided, but it's like a rampage. I used to listen to Esther Hicks. She's awesome. Okay, so let me go back to how can I communicate with someone through meditation? Okay, so all you have to do, and you can do this with me if you choose to, anybody, you close your eyes, take your shoes off, put your feet flat on the floor, right? Breathe in and out 5 times. When you breathe in, your stomach should expand. When you breathe out, your stomach should collapse. So, okay, that's what it should be like. And then you should close your eyes and say, whoever his name is, whatever his name is, call his name like you would call anybody else's name, like you could say mama. Okay. And you're going to hear a response. You're going to hear them respond to you in your head. It's going to be yes or no. You're going to say, or hello, right? Or yes, or whatever they respond. Whatever their dialogue is with you, that's what you're going to hear. You're going to be like, is it okay for me to communicate with you? And they're going to say yes. And you're going to tell them whatever you want them to know. And once you tell them whatever you want them to know, if it's call me, I miss you, or whatever, it's going to send that energy or send that message to them. And it's going to cause them to react to you. So, Shay, let me know if that answers your question. Um, are my spiritual gifts? I don't think you fully tuned in. Oh, this is Sunshine. She said, are my spiritual gifts getting stronger? I don't think fully, you fully assets, as I don't believe you fully tuned into you completely. I think over time, you'll fully start to develop and grow. Because right now you're still thinking physically. You're still thinking physically, and you should be thinking more spiritually, if that makes sense. Well, you shouldn't. I don't want to tell you how you should think or how you should feel, but we're spirit first. We're spirit before we enter this physical body. So anything that we do should come from will and should come from spirit first. Anything the mind creates the matter. which means that anything that's before it's created physically is created spiritually first. And by that happening, you're still more physical than you are spiritual. So once you start to tune into that, I think you will start to move further along in your path. Right. And I get that. I get that completely because that used to be one of my biggest fears is I don't want to get possessed. I don't want this. I don't want that. But not realizing that I'm a spirit first and I control this vessel. So I must learn how to control my vessel before I can allow someone else to even talk through an ear, with my eye or whatever. I have to learn how to control myself before I basically allow someone else in. So I get that completely. Okay. Or could I write down what I want and say to him while also writing it down for him to receive it? You can, but what's faster? A solid, if you want to send something to somebody, what's the quickest way to send it? Through gas or solid? Gas. Spirit. So if you send it there through the spirit and through the air, then it gets there quicker. But you can write it down and bury it. But then there are going to be other aspects that you're going to have to take in consideration, like what kind of moon is it outside? Is it waxing? Is it waning? Is it new? What is it? Is it a full moon? Baby, just sit down and say, listen, Antonio, I don't know his name. I don't know. But just talk to him because that's what telepathy is for. Before we started to talk with our physical mouths, all we did was use our mind. So just go back to something that's natural to you instead of trying to write, which we never really wrote either. But that's a whole other story. Okay, cool. Speaking it into existence. Yeah, that too. I'm glad I'm helping you. Thank you. That makes me feel really good. Oh, thank you, Shay Shay. Okay. Okay, yeah. Your grandma scared you in your sleep, girl. Listen, you don't want to know my stories. So I completely get it. I promise. I completely get it. Like it took me a while to accept that. Um, I bet she did. I don't doubt that at all. I don't doubt that at all. But you have to be open because she's probably trying to help you and guide you through different things that are going on in your life. Okay. Well, hold up. Yes. Yep, that too. Because the animals have spirit. Anything with breath has a spirit. And the breath is the spirit of life. So that makes sense as well. Perfect sense. Okay. Well, thank you all for joining me on my first live. I'm super excited. Hold up. Can you tell me more about my gifts you sensed? Or it's not that I'm getting tired of being on here. It's just channeling the energy kind of drains you a lot. So hold on. So you do like herbs. Are you the part? I don't know if it was you or not, but you do like herbs, like potions and tinctures. Like it's like dried herbs, and it's like you have these little bottles that are about this big, right? And the little bottles that are about this big have I want to say like a quarter of dried herb, and the rest is a oil, and it has like a little a wooden top. So you do like tinctures and oils and like even like with healing medicines. I want to say love. Oh my gosh. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. That's awesome. Love and it's like you like a and I don't wanna say like, I'm not saying that you're old in age, but I'm saying like a wise person, like old as in wisdom. So I see you as a old lady doing like tinctures and like doing medicines and stuff like that, like going to like if someone was around you, they wouldn't need to go to a doctor because you could put something together and be like, "Ha." Does that make sense? Oh, I wonder what happened. You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. And keep in mind that you can meditate and get the same information that I'm giving you. Like you can meditate and ask like what are my gifts? What should I be learning? Where should I go? Like you can do all of these things on your own and spirit will show you. Your spirit guides, your ancestors, whatever they will your higher self, i.e. normally is what it really is will show you. They'll tell you what your gifts are. And then synchronicities will start to happen that'll put books in front of you, people in front of you, things in front of you to lead you in that direction. So it's completely, I mean, up to you. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and shut down if there's not any more questions. Does anybody have any more questions, thoughts? I have two people on here, so if y'all I wouldn't share it. I'm gonna be honest. I don't normally share my gifts with I don't verbally tell people what my gifts are because some people they think that gifts are designated for one person when in actuality everybody can attain them. You just have to focus. I'm gonna try to come back tomorrow about the same time. So I think I got on maybe around 9 something, I'm not really sure, but I'll try to do it at the same time, and I'll be back. Okay, awesome. I wish everyone wholeness, wellness, and greatness. Bye.